What's up, Galentines? My name's Amanda, and I'm the Fun Size Reader. Okay, so it is February, and of course, we all celebrate Valentine's Day and read all the romance books this month, but what are some favorite Galentine's books? We all celebrate Galentine's Day as well, and so I wanted to highlight some romances that I have read in the past that also have really strong female friendships that I really love. So focusing on the female friendships in this video, but there's also romance in all of these books. I like reading about romance. Sorry. So the way I split this up is contemporary and fantasy. So the Galentines are contemporary at first and fantasy in the end. So I'm going to start with this book duo. I'm counting this as one, even though they kind of go together, because the female friendships transcend between both books. And that is The Friend Zone and the Happy Ever After playlist. And I think the female friendships in these two books are amazing, not only because I love the individual characters and the way that Abby has written them, but when they come together, the support that they have for each other, the love they have for each other is just unbelievable. And so while these are contemporary romance and rom-com type books, and they're amazing and I love them and I'd recommend them, I do love the female characters and the female friendships that these two women share. Abby writes amazing characters, and I can't wait because her new book, Life's Too Short, is coming out, I think, in a couple months. I checked the other day and it's not out yet. Take a look at these if you love those strong female relationships and you love a good romance as well. This next one is one of my favorites. That is a YA contemporary romance. It is called If I'm Being Honest, and it's by Emily Wibberley and Austin Sigmund Broca. And I loved this book when I read it. I couldn't put it down. It is actually a Taming of the Shrew retelling. And so if anybody loves 10 Things I Hate About You, things like that, that is this book. Cameron is the main character, and she is difficult to say the least. But again, while it is a YA contemporary romance, the friendships that Cameron develops throughout the course of the book and the changing friendships that she has with her other friends is really something that I feel like is very relatable. And I do love the new relationships that she develops. So that's why I categorize this one as a great Galentine's Day read. Again, in addition to the romance. I love the new friendships that she creates. Now we're going to shift over to the fantasy side. So I read a lot of YA fantasy, a lot of YA fantasy romance. And so along with that comes with other really strong female characters. I've recommended this one before, and I'm going to recommend it again until the cows come home. It is Awakens by Elise Kova. While this is a strong romance throughout the entirety of the series, and there's a lot of magical qualities to it and a lot of fantasy world building, things like that, the friendships that are in this series are so great. It's something that I wasn't expecting, knowing that it was a great romance series, but Laurel, she just, I love her so much. And I cannot explain the feels that this gives you just for the friendship part of it. So pick this one up if you're looking for that pull. Obviously, again, it's a great romance. But if you're looking for strong, true friendships that would do anything for each other, this is the kind of book to look at. This next one is definitely great for Galentines, but it's also great for Galentines who may be your sister. So this is The Vanishing Deep, and this is about two sisters that are separated by death and what one would do for the other to get her back for 24 hours. So while this is a great book about bonds of sisterhood, I feel like whether it's your sister or whether it's somebody that you think of as a sister, having that bond with somebody is reflected so, so heavily in this book. I love this one just for the imagery and for being caught up in it. It's a single, there's no series attached to it. So it's a very, very quick read. Great for a lot of different ages. I feel like the age span on this one extends really, really far. But that sisterly love, check out The Vanishing Deep. This last one that I want to recommend is the first book in a series of 4. I think there's technically like 4.5 because there's a novella. But this is Cinder, and it's by Marissa Meyer. Yeah, Marissa Meyer. And I read these books a very, very long time ago. So these are not necessarily for like super, super heavy fantasy readers that are well into the depth of fantasy. I would recommend this for people who are dipping their toes in fantasy or who just want something that's super enjoyable. There are also retellings. Obviously, Cinder is Cinderella, and there's an overarching romance, but the characters that get introduced in each of the books and the side characters that go alongside the main character love their friendships and their relationships, and I love how it connects between each book when you get a new person introduced. And so this one is for sure Galentine's Day series, I would say. The others are, so it's Cinder, Scarlet, Cress, and Winter. And so obviously you can see which Grimm fairy tales they're connected to, but it is so fun, and it's again, good for lots of different ages and very, very easy to read. And I would definitely highly recommend this for those who are looking for strong female friendships as well. So I hope y'all have a very, very fun, happy, safe, COVID-free Galentine's Day this year. Don't forget to click like and subscribe on the video. And if you want to chat more, follow me on Instagram at The Fun Size Reader, on Facebook at The Fun Size Reader, and on Twitter at Fun Size Reader. Happy Galentine's Day!